Hello, I'm Hugh, and I'm going to be doing a run through of the 6.3 or 0.63 version of Warsim, which is probably one of, if not the biggest update I've ever done for this game. It's huge. It took days and days longer than I thought it would, but it was days and days of non-stop working on the game. You can already see visible differences here. The menu, obviously, some lines have changed. I wanted to add a bit more colour to it, make it a bit more. I remember when I did that with the wastes, it made it more noticeable. So first thing, we've got. Have we got any new generators? I can't remember. So much has gone into this. Ugh. Okay, we'll go down the list. I've changed. Oh, I haven't even updated the changelog. I was coding half an hour ago. So okay. Alright, so we'll start from the top. So this was maybe 2 or 3 days ago now. It's all been one big update. But I added 199 trillion human faces. 199 trillion. So it's quite a lot. Oh, there's some more stuff I forgot on the change log. I think we're up to date now. Okay, right. So 199 trillion human faces. I'm going to go to the face generator and see if I can make some of them. So there we go, 207 trillion in total, and it's enough faces, I think. I mean, all these ones we're seeing here will never be seen again, and they're all pretty interesting, or different, but they will never be seen again. Those same faces, the ones you see will be different. I guarantee it. You will not find the same face. You'll find ones that maybe look similar, but you'll not find the same one. So I think that's kind of awesome. Secondly, tons of goblin names have been added. I noticed the goblin name generator had 6 goblin names on it, so I've updated. It's got loads more now. I've added Magi names for the magic people. They used to use just the standard humans, and they've now got their own set of names. I've added a huge new Draconian set of names. I've added 10 new riddles to the joke tellers because I noticed that I could have added more. I've also added credits for the joke riddles because I got the riddles from a website. I fixed a bug where the Great Gar'Gallock constantly screamed at you that you were poor and this, that, and the other when you had no money. It was found by a user on the Bay 12 forums. I fixed the Independent Kingdom getting too few tier 2 troops each turn. I've added 55 new coin parts, which we can see in the currency generator. I still think a lot of them look like bugs, which is not my ideal thing, but we're getting there. But yes, I've added some more parts. I've added a new race, Bogeymen. They use the same things as the undead, I believe. I've added Merc leaders now have faces. That's something I can show you. So we're going to start the game. You'll see a new feature again. Check this out. You ready? That's right. We have a loading screen. Okay, so we'll see another feature, but I want to skip over it really for time being. But let's have a look. There we go. So Goran Pikener, who is my my general. So we're being attacked by rebels. Do you want to just the one plural single rebel? Do you want to watch the battle take place? No, I do not. Oh, we're also being attacked by the Viper Western Vultures. Nope. And here we go. So we see the end of turn report. You can see who did what. And here we are on the main menu. So you may notice a change on the main menu, but we'll come to that later. So mercenary leaders have faces. So we got Calais the Rascal, Manon the Lewd Chief, Clemic the Deserted, Cran the Hunchback, and Hafnar the Orc-like. So they now have faces, which I'm so happy about because I love the face generator, man. I love seeing it put to use. Okay, I've added tons of new currency types, which I can show you. I mean, we may have already looked at that, but see if we can spot any new ones. I added loads of ancient currency names and things like that, so I did a lot of research on it. Silver worths, bronze shots, coppers, broken rings, goblin shells, goblins lords, yellow sovereigns, broken drakes, cobalt drakes, blue shells, green plate, cobalt coins, bronze Darrick, golden lats, goldish common, cobalt shots, little dowels, light stars, platinums, tons of stuff, little dram, words. Bronze shekels. Bronze monies also, that's quite a funny one. I've added not to be preachy, but I've added a page for donors. I haven't had any yet for this for Warsim. I had a few for the wastes, and if there's anything I not regret, but I would have liked to have had a thing to remember the donors by, because I was always very happy when I got donations. Though the best thing you could do is leave messages and be active in the community, because it's awesome. Support in general is the best thing. So not to be preachy, but I've added a donors page, which I'm going to put donators on. Okay, I've added a thing now. I can't show you. I haven't got any broken loads or broken saves even. But when you load a save game, if it's a broken save, it will tell you it's broken, and it will tell you how it's broken. So if you've got an outdated save, it will tell you that it's outdated. And if you've got a save that's broken and has too many variables in it or something like that, it'll tell you that it has too many variables. And if you send it to me, I will be able to tell you exactly why it's wrong, thanks to the game. So that's awesome. I fixed some bugs with the trade caravans. I fixed a thing where the peasants were joining, or the people from Rim and Smallhaven, the villagers, were joining the first bandit group, always, no matter what was a bug thing. I've updated the bandit pillage and to show how much they stole. I fixed duplicate expenses. I fixed bandit scourge bugs, loads of bugs. I removed a duplicate event. I added a peasants protest event. I added the undead sightings random event. I changed the display name in combat for the bandit horde, or what was originally bandits is now bandit horde. What was originally Krut and Iraq is now the Great Goblin Kingdom of Krut and the Great Goblin Kingdom of Iraq. So that's changed. Let's go through this again now. Okay, and let's see, what else did I do? I've updated and changed a lot of things. Okay, I've added, here we go, this is the thing we can look at now. I've added the Kingdom Reports screen. So if we go press number 10, what was originally Kingdom Management is now Kingdom Reports. So I can view what I just witnessed in my turn. I can view the whole general report. I can view how much I received in income, what I expended, if my laws have had any effects, recruitment, caravans, wages, any major events, and the battle report, so who attacks who. And I can do all of that from that screen. But for the time being, there are the only bug that's been added in this edition, not a bug, but it's just where I've had to block something out. You can't free slaves once you've hired them now. And I will change that and add. I'll be adding a new member of staff in one of the future updates called Slave Master, who you have to hire and speak to do things regarding slaves. So that'll be something cool. But yeah, aside from that, what else have we got? I've added a loading screen at the start of the game, which I think makes things a bit better. I've modified the spacing of the text on the main screen. I've added oh, there we go. I've added a few new things on the debug screen. So if we go to cheats, debug mode. I mean, this is generally, it was put in as a developer tool, but if you want to mess around with the game, I think it's fun to use. So I've made it totally available for everyone else to use too. And in the debug screen, there's now the ability to reroll mercenary groups, so you can get new mercenary groups and check them out and see who you've got. Place the guard, Gale the captive. So many demons and undead. Okay, you notice two new things as well: show relations reports and show other factions fights. They're so messy at the moment though, but I can show the relations reports, and at the end of the turn it will show you what each faction thinks of each other and their full relations reports. But it's just that is literally a debug mode, so you're probably going to find that uninteresting. What else have I added? I fixed the infamous mercenary troop duplication bug, which is where mercenaries would, using a mercenary group would gain you extra troops somehow. I've added a new generator, which is a mock-up weapon generator. It's pretty in-dev at the moment, but it's for something that may come in the future. I mean, I'm messing around with it, but I think no matter what happens with it, it's cool that it's there, and you can have a look at it, whether or not it's going to be used or not. It'll be one of those things. I've added new Ashtaki names for the Ashtaki people, the spider folk, which use I used Markov chains actually, which is you might want to look that up. if you're interested. It's a really interesting way of randomly generating things. What else did I do? I've added a new concept piece to the concept art screen, which is concept face color. So in this one, you see the guy has blue eyes. It was difficult though, and obviously I haven't been able to replicate it with randomly generated faces at the moment. I am looking into potentially doing it in the future, but I wouldn't hold your breath. But if I do, it would be cool. So that aside, I fixed a little bit of a battle score issue where, as loner, you as a player had a slight advantage over everyone else. I've removed that now, so you're just as likely to lose as everyone else. So the game will be a teensy bit harder. And what you've probably been waiting for, interfaction relations has been added, which you've probably seen by now in this playthrough. Every turn, factions choose who they hate the most, who's still alive, and they will attack them. And everyone is attacking each other, and you could also be the person who is hating the most, and they'll attack you. You can modify the relations in a text file that's randomly generated every game, but every game it will be different. So you might have one game you play where everyone for some reason hates you, then there'll be another game where everyone hates the rebels get squashed. So it'll be interesting. And I mean, it's not fully tested, so it doesn't work. It might not work 100%, but it's past all my checks at the moment. I've been working on it for days. I've been working on all these things for days, so I may have missed some things. So if you do find any nigs with it, just or any little problems or cogs in the work, just give me a bell, message me, and I'll have a look at sorting it out, and it'll help me solve it. But it's not complete. Interfaction relations still have a few things that are undeveloped, so I need to look into that. For example, if you were to attack one of the independent kingdoms, they won't remember that you've attacked them at the end of the turn. They have the relation you have with the independent kingdoms already, and the relations you have with them externally aren't the same. So I'm going to be merging them and making the game more. Well, it's going to be a diplomacy sort of update the next couple of days. I'll be adding a lot more things to diplomacy, but I think I'll be taking a little break after this update because I have been non-stop on this. So yeah, interfaction relations and 1,000, or not 1,000. Maybe oh no, it is. Yeah, it's more than 1,000. 1,550 something new names for Cyclopes or Cyclopses. I don't know what the plural is for them. Yeah, they use Greek names, so I got pretty much every male Greek name and used that. But aside from that, yeah. So when you get attacked, you can watch the battle, and here we see the rebels have attacked me, but the rebels are pretty weak, so they lost a lot of people towards the end. But it's interesting. And then, do I get attacked again? I think I do. Yep, we're being attacked by the Viper, Warsim, and Vultures. Let's watch the fight. And they lost. And then we can see Viper, Warsim, and Vultures attempted to raid the lands of Islona but were unsuccessful. So, there you have it. The game is not the same as it was before. I've removed tons of bugs. I've added loads of new features. And I've discovered a lot more things, to change, to add, what needs to be done. So there's so much more work to be done, and obviously it is very in development. But my plan was every 10 releases to make sure it was a big release, and I'm trying to stay true to that. So in 10 more releases, who knows what it could be. But yeah, there you have it. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment. And I'll get back to you if there's anything you want to discuss. But I'm very happy to reply to comments and messages and things like that. They keep me motivated. So thank you for your support. Download is in the sidebar. Save games will not be compatible, and I'll see you next time.